Hey guys, my name is Aaliyah and welcome to my channel. I honestly can't believe that this is my first ever YouTube video that I'm doing. Like, I've been wanting to do YouTube for so long and I was thinking, what video should I do? And I realized so many of you guys have been pulling my arm and my leg for this curly hair routine. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing a full in-depth curly hair routine. So I'm gonna do a full wash day. This is gonna be my techniques, my styling, how I wash my hair, all the tools that I use to basically get this result. So since my hair is low porosity, this is going to be a very moisture focused routine because my hair gets dry really fast. It doesn't anymore because I've sort of found how to keep my hair hydrated throughout the week. So if that's what you're struggling with, this is the routine, y'all, because my hair lasts like this till day 4 without getting frizzy or dry. And mind you guys, I wanted to let you know that this is actually day 2 hair. This isn't day 1. So without further ado, let's get into the routine that gave me these results.
Alright y'all, let's get into this wash day. So I always start on soaking wet hair when I'm applying shampoo because if I don't, my hair is gonna be really dry. And we don't want that. We want to retain moisture in our natural oils, so we always want to work on soaking wet hair. So if you're a curly girl like me, you need to be detoxing your hair from all the product and all the oils that have accumulated on your scalp, because if you don't, your hair is going to look dull, it's going to be weighed down, it's going to look really oily. So by going in with a clarifying or a detox shampoo, we're going to take away all of that buildup and gunk of the scalp, and it's going to create a really great base for our next wash day. Next, I'm going in with a moisturizing shampoo because after clarifying, you really want to bring back the moisture that you lost and that was stripped from the clarifying one. So I'm bringing that back by using a moisturizing shampoo, and y'all, the lather that this one has just by using a little dollop is actually insane. And I think this is one of the best shampoos that I've used in a really long time. And it's by Kerestase, it's their Curl Manifesto line. So 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. Now I'm going in with some conditioner and raking it through a section of my hair. And the fastest and easiest way that I found to detangle my hair is actually under running water. This way it helps the curls soften and it makes detangling so much easier without causing any breakage. So I start detangling from the ends of my hair and work my way up to my roots because ain't nobody trying to rip out their hair. And now it's time for the treatment. And this is actually a gloss treatment. This is the Honey Gloss Ceramide Hair Mask from Gisou. And it is so good. I've already ran through 1 bottle already. It makes my curls so shiny, and it's always important to use a deep conditioner at least once a week. And to make sure the mask is really penetrating into my hair, I always, and I mean always, use a plastic cap and let it sit for around 15 minutes because this way the cap traps your body heat and opens up the cuticle and makes the treatment so much more effective.
First things first, to avoid flat roots, I always go in with a detangling brush and basically disturb my curl pattern at the root. So I'm gonna go ahead and brush all the way back, and don't brush down because that's where flat roots happen. So I'm gonna brush all the way back, and this gives me a lot more volume. Oh, I got a knot. Just when I think I've gotten all the knots out of my curly hair, so the brush that I'm using to detangle is the unbrush, and this is one of the best brushes I've probably ever purchased for detangling. And I've purchased a lot, probably over 20 in my lifetime, but this one takes the cake seriously. It doesn't have like the little balls at the end, so it won't like snag your knots and like snap them off and cause a lot of breakage. These ones are actually just like straight sticks, and I don't know what the magic is in this, but this detangles my hair in under like 2 minutes in the shower, which is insane. So for the first product, I'm gonna be using a leave-in conditioner. I always go in with a leave-in conditioner because it just creates like a protective layer of moisture in my hair since my hair is low porosity. So I always go in with a leave-in conditioner. And this one is the protective type by Fenty Hair, and it also has heat protectant. I always go for one with heat protectant because I diffuse my hair on high heat, high speed all the way throughout diffusing. So I try to avoid heat damage, so that's why I always go with one with heat protectant, but that one's actually empty. And I tried this one. It's by Rizo Curls, and it's their Heat Protection Multivitamin Leave-In Conditioner, and they're quite similar. Like I tried it last wash day and it's actually really good. So I'm gonna just go in with a few pumps and then just rake it through my hair. And I am quite generous when it comes to leave-in conditioners because I don't really wear curl creams. Like the only one that I wear is Fenty, and that one's really nice, but you know what? I just prefer my hair with a simple leave-in and then some gel because I feel like I have a lot more movement in my hair. My hair isn't as weighed down, especially when I wear a leave-in as opposed to a curl cream. And I'm just gonna go in with my brush to distribute the product better. Yeah, look at that already. I mean, I don't mean to gloat, but like, it's already looking good. It's already looking juicy. Can we peep the hair length? That's crazy. From my hair being up here last year, and it hasn't even been a full year since my last haircut, which was up to here. That's so insane. So if you guys want me to make a video about how I grew my hair, something on my cheek, please let me know. I would love to make a video because clearly it's working. I mean, don't get it twisted, shrinkage is still up to here, but the length is lengthening. So now I'm going to section my hair into tiny horizontal sections. This is where the magic happens. So you see how this is extremely frizzy? No. This doesn't have enough water, so we're gonna go in with our spray bottle, and this is just a continuous spray bottle I got from Winners. And we're gonna go in, make sure it's sopping wet, especially your roots, because you don't want any puffy roots. And basically what I always say is if you have wet frizz, that's gonna always equal to dry frizz. Oh my god, there is so much hair. I feel like that's the thing about getting long hair is like, hair is in everything. It's disgusting. So now we're moving on to gel, and this isn't just any regular gel. This is probably the strongest hold gel ever. Like, I have been looking for a strong hold gel, and yo, this is like glue. Like, this is on my top #1 list of gels. This makes my hair last past day 5, even onto day 6 sometimes without refreshing, and it's just so good. I put so many people onto this gel and they said that their hair has never looked better, so thank me later. Like, I'm already on my 5th one and she's running low, so. I take a pretty good amount, not too much, because if I put too much, then my hair is gonna be like really sticky. So I start from the bottom and then work my way all the way up to the top, and whatever's left on my fingers, I basically just put that at my root. And I don't want to go like directly on my roots with gel because that's gonna make me have flat roots. So I just use whatever's excess just to put a little bit at the top. So this is another brush I never go a wash day without using, and it's the Bounce Curl Define brush. And the definition that I get from this is quite literally insane. Like, I'm just gonna show y'all. So I go all the way up to my root and then go all the way down, curling a little bit at the ends. Y'all see that? I could never get this with a Denman brush. I actually hate the Denman brush. No shade to like Denman brush lovers, but I hate it. Like I've bought 2 and I hate them both. I've also gotten questions on why I use 2 separate brushes. This one is for detangling and this one is for styling. Ultimately, you don't want to use a styling brush to detangle because it can create lots of breakage because it's not meant to constantly go through your hair. This isn't. So you want to get one for detangling and then another one for styling. And both of these are great options for each of those things. So that's basically like the horizontal section that I take. I also finger coiled the perimeter of my hair as well, just because that part tends to get the frizziest the fastest. So if I finger coil, basically, like I said, this whole perimeter, then my hair should be looking good for at least a few days. And like I said, you want your hair to be super dripping wet, so you want to be able to feel the water at your scalp. If you run into this problem, this is a huge chunk. Like, this, it's not gonna look good Like, I might look good down here, but at the roots, it's not gonna separate properly. I just go in, cut it halfway, and basically just create a smaller section. You can see here that it separates properly at the root now. So you really want to be intentional with your styling and very careful with your technique, because if you're just like raking in the products and like not wetting down your hair, like your hair's not gonna look good and it's not gonna last past day one. So that's why I always take the extra time to really make sure my hair is properly styled so my hair can look pretty much good all week. So if you're a little bit confused on how to finger coil, what I do is I go all the way down, use both of my index fingers, I wrap this around my index finger, and with tension, roll all the way up with both of your fingers. So my hair pattern goes this way, so I took out this finger, and going to slowly, pinching here also helps too. And then I'm going to slowly unravel my hair without pulling. I love finger coiling. It just takes a long time. I used to finger coil my whole head. I don't do that anymore. Like, that is extremely time consuming. That used to take me around like 4 hours. I absolutely cannot be bothered to do that ever again. So that's why I only finger coil 2 per section, and that gives me super defined curls without it looking like crazy unnatural. So I'm just gonna go and do that to basically this entire half, and I'm gonna come back and show you the difference from this side to this side, basically styled versus unstyled. So for my top section, I kind of just make a little U shape and clip that up and do it last. This is our halfway check-in, and as you can see, look at this side and then look at this side. This side is very, very defined. Yeah. I'm trying not to touch it that much because touching it when wet can create so much unwanted frizz. I'm trying to just keep it in one place until I start diffusing. So yeah, I'm gonna start on this side and then I'm gonna come back and do my bangs. God. We are finally at the top section of our hair. This is definitely gonna be the driest piece since we're doing it last and it's been out so long. So we're gonna add a lot of water. And I always do this piece in front of me. Then I grab my gel and go from the bottom to the top. And doing it this way more so just makes sure that you don't have that super harsh middle part still. So, and then I'm gonna go up. Then once I'm at the top, I see this little part here and I just pop to the side. And then from this side, I go in, split it into 2. Then I go in with my styling brush and style straight up. And you can see the roots aren't flat, they're actually lifted. And even with my hair so long, I'm still able to get volume at my roots. And this is just one of the ways of how I do it. And then I go in and do a little bit of finger curling. Then I sort of go in and inspect which curls look a little bit weird, and then I'll just try to fix them. Because if I style them a certain way and they look weird when they're styled, it's gonna look weird when it's dry. So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little bit of a hack. This is actually a hairspray. So I use a hairspray for 3 reasons. 1, for extra shine, 2, for extra hold, 3, to lock in all of the products that I just put in my hair. And this is the I Create Finish Spray by Innersense. So I basically just spray this all the way around, and I'm very, very generous with this. Like, then I just get it on the inside, then just get the underside of my hair. So next I just go ahead and flip my hair from side to side and bounce my hair basically so my roots aren't flat and they don't stick flat to my hair and not make my hair look so weighed down. So now we're at the very unfun part of our curly hair routine, which is diffusing. Y'all, I am a slave to this. I hate diffusing my hair. I love the result that it gives me, but I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I have really bad chronic back pain. So moving my hair side to side, up and down multiple times, it ruins my back. I've been thinking about getting a hooded hair dryer and just sitting under it and then finishing with this for like the last 30 minutes, which is fine, but for 2 hours? Every wash day I'm like, do I have to? I'm like, yes, because I hate air drying. For diffusing, how I diffuse is I always go in and dry my roots first and then my ends without touching. So I just go in and dry my roots while flipping from side to side and even forward. And then when my roots are dry, I then go in and do the same thing, flip from side to side while like diffusing my ends. And then when it's like 90% dry, that's when I'll go in and start gently plopping my hair. And like I was saying earlier, I always diffuse my hair on high heat, high speed, because if I don't, my hair will take an eternity to dry. So you don't have to do that. My hair is just extremely dense and I have a lot of hair. So as much as I hate diffusing, this is actually a really good diffuser. It's the Dyson multistyler with the diffuser attachment. It has long prongs, which is very key. You don't want to use one with like very short ones because that can disturb your coat clumps. So choosing one with very long prongs basically improves the shape of your curls, which is very, very nice and will create a very frizz-free look. So after I'm done diffusing, my hair looks still very wet, but it's 100% dry. It's just the curl cast that's making it look very wet. Curl casts are basically what's gonna make your hair last throughout the entire week. It's gonna really give your curls that hold while still looking defined and bouncy throughout your workouts, throughout sleeping, or like any physical activity. And to break my curl cast, I always go in with a sealing oil, and sealing oils basically just sit on top of your hair and seal in the moisture from the products that we just previously used. And I'm going in with the JVN Complete Nourishing Shine Drops. And some other sealing oils that I really, really like are jojoba oil and argan oil. Those ones are so good. Those ones aren't heavy at all, so they're not gonna weigh down your hair. I pretty much use a dropper for each side. And then use the prayer method. And I feel like using the prayer method is better than going straight into scrunching because it doesn't create as much frizz. And like I was saying, this gel is no joke, so it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get the curl cast out of my hair. Once the curl cast is broken, I'm gonna go ahead and flip over my hair and start shaking out my roots. And I just do this to really separate my curls so they're not all stick together. Just to fluff out my hair a little bit more, I'm gonna go in with a hair pick. And I feel like people don't use hair picks anymore. I don't know why, but I never see people use them. They're such an OG hair tool. So this is my hair all fluffed out. I wouldn't say it's 100% done yet because after a few hours of the products setting into my hair, that's when it starts to get a little bit bigger and not look as weighed down as it does right now. But my hair always looks like this after I finish diffusing and put oils in. And there's no like crazy middle part. I always say my day one starts after my first wash day, just because, like I said, the products are really settled in and you can basically see all the definition and the volume in all of its glory. I'm gonna come back maybe tomorrow and show you guys what it looks like on day 2. Hey guys, so today is day 2. It is the next morning. I usually put on my outfit, do my makeup, put on my jewelry, and then do my hair. Usually because my hair is like the easiest thing to do, so I am going to an event, so I just have this little cute dress on, and now we're just finishing up the hair. I'm just gonna take this down. This is a good sign. Don't be scared of this. This is a really good sign. Then I just fluff out my hair a little bit. I think I'm gonna wear it in a side part today. I think my hair just wants to go in that direction. So in shock that I found such a good curl routine and my hair looks like this on day 2. Like my hair used to never last past day 1. And after day 1, I always put it up in like a bun or something like that. But my hair looks like this probably until day 4. It's honestly everything that I want in a curly hair routine, like the flexibility, the definition, and even the volume. Like as you guys can see, the next day the volume is there and it's just gonna get better. So yeah, if you have similar hair to mine, I think this routine is gonna be an amazing routine for you to try. These are salon results to me. I have been trying to get salon results like from curly hair salons my entire life, and this is one of the best routines that I have found is almost exactly the same as what I would get at a salon. So that's why I usually never go to salons anymore, is because I can get this at home. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. I would love to do more curly hair routines like this, or even vlogs where I'm showing you guys how my hair holds up throughout the week, like how I work out, how I maintain my curls, and maybe like a day in my life. I don't know, or like how I grew my hair long. Something like that would be really cool. So that's it for today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.